Welcome gamers, it's a Omega Sin with another video game pickups, and guess what? It's a two-part episode because I'm going to split it up into classic games and modern games because there's a whole fucking bunch. So I was like, you know what? I think I'll just split this bitch right down the motherfucking center, and decided, well, why not just do that? So modern games from like this generation, last generation pretty much, and classic is pretty much everything from there backwards. So yeah, there you go. Now then, what will I start off with? Well, I'll start off with the game that I'm playing right now. Shin Megami Tensei Soul Hackers! Well, actually, it's Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, but I just go with Soul Hackers. This game, I went out and I got it the day that it came out because I forgot to pre-order it, and it wasn't like anybody was really doing any kind of special pre-order special, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just go get it the day it came out. Then I forgot the date that it was, and I went to go pre-order Tales of Xillia for PS3 because the special edition of that looked sexy. Well, I was like, oh yeah, it's out. So I went and I bought this and then went home, popped it into my 3DS, and have been delighted ever since because frankly, I've been waiting a good long ass time for this. I still remember them previewing this in video game magazines at the potential that it might hit US shores or over in other English speaking countries, which would have been extremely nice, but it didn't happen. This originally was on Sega Saturn, and if you are a longtime Shin Megami Tensei fan, then you know that, well, frankly, all the games are pretty fucking gnarly in their own right. You know, whether you're talking about the Persona games, regular Devil Summoner games, whether you're talking about, I don't know, let's see, Digital Devil Saga and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot. Revelations, there's a lot to the series. It's very gargantuan. Most people are familiar with the Persona games. I've been playing all of them that I can get my hands on and like them a whole lot. And this one, pretty much, yeah, same exact thing. They've upped some things, like for instance, the graphics in the game, like the 3D section where you're moving around in first person, looks a shit ton nicer than the original, and that's a natural thing. It's like, well, no shit, of course they're gonna make that nice. They added in a whole lot more monsters that you can go fight and capture and whatnot, and go combine together to go make new shit. You know, I thought that was kind of cool. And in the game's like got tons and tons of voice acting. The voice acting ranges from pretty good to just downright fucking terrible, like bad fucking anime dub bad, but it doesn't detract from the overall experience. It's just one of those things like I end up laughing at whenever I hear some of the characters, but all the ones that are supposed to be serious and whatnot, all of them sound pretty damn good. But it's a really good game. I'm grinding a whole bunch in the game. That's what I end up finding myself doing. I just find an area that I can go and keep going back and healing over and over again. And I just run around getting my ass super fucking strong. So yeah, is it worth picking up? If you're a longtime fan of the series, yes. I mean, it was a Sega Saturn exclusive, never made its way outside of Japan, and is finally out. I mean, it's very fucking awesome. I don't know if it's in PAL regions or not just yet, but I know it's out here, so if you have a 3DS, you should pick this up, genuinely, especially if you're a big, like, RPG connoisseur. Go and do it, because the game deserves some of your love, and who knows, maybe we'll get a sequel to this sometime down the road. That would be nifty! Now a game that gets tons of shit from people and makes me kind of sad face to even think, like, I meant sad face! Mega Frown Town! Well, I understand, but it's still a good game. Dante's Inferno. I love the shit out of this. I borrowed this off my friend Doug a long ass time ago. I'm talking like when it first came out, he went out, he bought it. He still hasn't even beat it, ironically, because he gets a lot of games. He's a busy fucking dude, so I borrowed it off him because I really want to go and check the game out. And I picked up, and it's flat out fucking awesome. The controls, spot on. Really fast, graphics look really good. The story is very over the top. Like, it's supposed to be, you know, based off of Dante's Inferno. You know, it is very, very, very loosely based. When I say loosely, I'm talking like, you know, a past her prime trick on a fucking corner that basically could use her fucking vagina as a parking garage. This shit is loose as fuck. Like, loosely based on Dante's Inferno doesn't mean that it's not good. It is quite good indeed. And everybody's big problem with it is that it is a God of War clone. And yes, it is. In every respect, it is a God of War clone. But I'll say this much. It controls good. It looks good. It plays well, and all that stuff right there. That's the important aspects of it. And, you know, this has, like, the puzzles and stuff, and it has the platforming sections and shit. It has like very over-the-top monsters. There's lots of areas you'll go into where it's like tons of swarms of enemies that are coming after you and whatnot. It's got a very similar modes, but again, it's a really good game. If you're a fan of God of War, you should at least give it a go. It's just one of those games, it made me sad that, you know, it got so much flack and then people ignored it, despite the fact that it's a really good game. Just because the game is a clone doesn't mean it's a bad game. If it does everything that the game that it's pretty much, you know, living in the shadow of, if it does it just as well, doesn't that warrant at least, like, a playthrough, at least once? So, yeah, Dante's Inferno, I like it. Now, a game I did like quite a bit, despite the fact that it does have its flaws. No More Heroes. Oh, it's PS3 version. So, whenever they went and announced that they were going to make like an HD remastering of this from the Wii version, I was quite excited. And this controls pretty much exactly the same with the PlayStation Move and stuff, but I used a controller because I hated doing this all the fucking time in a hack and slash game. Your arms feel like jello after a while. You're like, damn it, it didn't read that as a fucking diagonal slash. It told me it was vertical and I'm not doing the fucking right thing. Why? Fucking do it. But the controller did not have that problem. Visually, this game is amazing looking. It's like night and day. And I understand a lot of people are like, fuck graphics, not that important. But to be honest, this, considering that this looks like a port from Wii, it just looks a whole lot nicer, like a whole fuck ton nicer. It's pretty damn impressive. It's like seeing a very detailed anime come to life, and it's awesome. And also, this has one of the coolest, most awesome, most relatable protagonists within a video game, and that's Travis Touchdown. If you haven't seen Travis Touchdown, I mean, dude is like a big anime fan, a big video game fan, and he's like, oh my god, I just want to be really fucking awesome. So he gets his own like pseudo lightsaber shit, goes around and starts taking down assassins because fuck it, he can. And he wants fame, he wants glory and all that shit, and he goes and he does it. And then all of a sudden, because he's, going after assassins, the rule is that other assassins can come after you, go and take your spot within the rankings. And it's absolute fucking insanity all the way through. The game's very over the top with violence. There's like little silly mini missions. Like it's kind of got like the open world setting, but it's not a vast open world or anything. It's still pretty enclosed, but you can go kill time, doing little mini missions, trying to make yourself stronger, and getting like new outfits and all sorts of random stuff that's going to either help you or, you're just a completionist like myself and you just want to do it for the fuck of it to say, I experienced the entire game. Then yeah, there you go. And this has extra stuff that the regular Wii version doesn't have. So if you have a Wii and a PS3 and you have not checked out this version, but you did check out the Wii version, I think it might warrant a playthrough. It's got characters from No More Heroes 2, so there you go. Only thing that kind of sucks though is that there was a rumor that we were going to get there apparently have No More Heroes 2 HD on PS3, and that just did not happen for us. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but at least we got this one, so huzzah to that. Now, the game I've been wanting to check out for quite a while, got to finally give it a go, is Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. Now, whenever I had seen this is one of those games that just, it was like a very faint blip on the radar, and people just kind of paid attention to it and then just poofed right out of existence. And I don't see it that often whenever I go out, and I just was like, oh, there it goes, finally. It was only a couple dollars, like $8 or some shit. Totally fucking worth it. Okay, so take it home, go and play it, and right there, he's fucking awesome. Like, he's like a big, cuddly, happy giant, and talks like this. It's very fucking adorable, but you command him to go off and do shit, and you fight alongside him and stuff, and it's very cool. Like, you will have to go, there's like sneaking parts and stuff. I'm not talking like absolute fucking like, espionage type tactical games and shit like that. But it's kind of a nice dynamic that they have with it, and it's funny that you're trying to sneak around, then you have this big hulking fucking behemoth that's running around with you. It's just like, holy shit, this fucking Majin is like the size of a goddamn fucking house, and I'm trying to sneak around with him, and it's like, stay there. I'm gonna go off and fucking activate all this shit. And it's one of those games. It's really cool. Like, he's your sidekick, but he's fucking awesome. And just working together. I like games that there's another character that you get to work with the entire time, and the AI for that character isn't absolutely fucking thick-headed. It's just like, what did you want me to do? I understood that you press square, but like, what? So it works out quite well. The game, it isn't absolutely perfect in every single regard, but it's still a very fun game. I liked it a lot. I would suggest it. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. I mean, naturally, I'm talking about it right now and showing gameplay footage, but it is something everybody should at least give a go once. Just once, if you're bored and you want to find something different. So, Majin, The Forsaken Kingdoms. Do it, and do it now. Now, this game, I can admit right now, I got for free, so I can't really complain whatsoever, and I didn't actually get it from that place right there. A local game store by me ended up just kind of giving it to me after I went and traded some stuff and was going back and forth about shit, and he only had marked a couple dollars and was like, I'll just take it. So it was like, cool, thanks, man. I already have the first 3 Devil May Cry. Actually, I have all 4 Devil May Cry games, but I don't have the HD collection. So I was like, cool, whatever. That works. You make the game look a little bit nicer. I'm all for that. But so far, let's see. I played. It did actually warrant me to go play back through them. So I played through all of Devil May Cry 1. I went and I beat that. Then I started playing through Devil May Cry 2. Ugh. And it was weird because I haven't played it since Devil May Cry 2 came out, and I just am not a fan of Devil May Cry 2. It's just not nearly as good, and especially when you play Devil May Cry 3, which is like 1,000 times better. Part 2 is like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, what the fuck were you all thinking? But, yeah, it gave me a reason to go through it. I still haven't finished it because then I started playing some other stuff, but my save file's still there, and I can still always just pick up from where I left off, and I'll eventually go back through and complete the game, and then really dedicate myself and play Devil May Cry 3. And it's also nice that they included the special edition, yeah, Dante's Awakening. So, and it's not just a regular Devil May Cry 3. But if for whatever reason that you missed out on Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3, or like 2 of the 3 titles, or anything like that, pick up the HD collection and just give it a go. Or get the originals, which is something I always tell people, but, you know, you'll have to either have a PS2 or backwards compatible PlayStation 3, you know, the first models and shit like that. But still, for Devil May Cry fans, it's extremely fucking awesome, and, I mean, I can't complain. It was free, so I was like, fuck it, okay, thank you. So, there you go, Devil May Cry. I hearted a bunch. Now, being that I'm big time superhero fan, this is a game I've been wanting to play for a long time because everybody always told me it's awesome, it's great, you gotta play it. You haven't played it? You played Infamous and you didn't play this? Well, of course I haven't played Prototype yet, and I still have not played Prototype yet because I'm fucking balls deep in a bunch of other games, but I am going to get my ass around to this very soon. But everything that I've heard about it so far sounds absolutely amazing. Here, we're going to read on the back of this. You are Alex Mercer, the Prototype. Trademark. The ultimate shape-shifting weapon, with no memory and no mercy, hunt your way to the heart of the conspiracy which created you, making those responsible pay. Deadly shape-shifting action, transform your limbs to claws, blades, hammers, and whips. Armor your body for defense or use advanced sensory powers, thermal vision, infected vision to track your enemies. Over the top, locomotion and agility. Leap from one building to the next, sprint up walls, and run unrestricted through the streets. Adaptive parkour lets you move freely through open-world environments of New York City. Consume and become. Consume anyone at any time, take on their appearance, and assume their memories and abilities. It offers a whole lot of crazy-ass shit. The fact that it is a gigantic open world. Like, I've seen gameplay footage of it and stuff, and it did look really fun. And the thing is, it also is, like, a very mature rated game. Like, it's very fucking violent. That made me very happy. I was like, I can dig that. That sounds pretty fucking awesome. But the fact is, it looked fun. And all the different abilities and stuff that you have, it started making me think of Carnage. I was just like, dude, that's kind of badass. That's really awesome. Or like Clayface and shit, or just anything that's like able to shapeshift. Like, I don't know, Plastic Man. Plastic Man's fucking awesome, by the way. If anybody talks shit on Plastic Man, I'll fuck you up! Because he's Plastic Man. All you guys do is see him on Batman the Brave and the Bold, and it's like, oh yeah, Plastic Man! He's so fucking cool. He's funny too. But, back to Prototype. Again, I've been wanting to go and check this game out, and then part 2 came out, and I was like, I don't want to go and play that yet without playing this one, and so I finally got my hands on this game, and I'm going to give it a go pretty damn soon after I finish a couple other things. So, yeah. Prototype. Happy. See? That's a smile. Big old toothy grin. Now this I received due to an error, and I was like, fuck it, I'll keep it. Batman Arkham Asylum for PlayStation 3. I've been trying to get the Game of the Year edition, the non-greatest hits version, and been going through hell on eBay, and the person had it listed as exactly that. I emailed them and asked them, are you sure that's the version you have? Yes, it is not. It is not the greatest hits version. Well, it also wasn't the Game of the Year edition. And the game was literally only a couple bucks. And I thought I was getting all fucking lucky. No. I just kind of said fuck it for all the hassle I'll have to go through. So I was like, I'll just keep it. Whatever. I've already played through this because I borrowed this one. Then I got on 360. And I played through it on there. And I want to give the Game of the Year edition a go, because this Batman Arkham Asylum is just fucking amazing. But if any of you have been following my channel for a long time, you know I hate greatest hits games. They bother me to no end. Like, when you look behind me, you don't see any. None of the red label shit, with the PlayStation stuff, no green label, nothing. It's just, no greatest hits, bluck, cucky. So I'm trying to get that, trying very hard. But, if you haven't heard about Batman Arkham Asylum, it's amazing. That's the best way I can put it, it's one of the best superhero games that you'll ever play. The only one I would ever say that is better than this is Arkham City. Because Arkham City is a vastly superior game, because this was the foundation, Arkham City just built upon it. And yes, I cannot wait for Batman Origins. Holy mother of fuck, it looks amazing. As a matter of fact, I think some of the people who worked on Prototype are going to be working on it, so that's kind of nifty, since just talking about Prototype. But yeah, Arkham Asylum, if you're a Batman fan, you owe it to yourself to play it. If you're a comic book fan, you owe it to yourself to play it. If you're a fan of stealth games, you owe it to yourself to play it. If you just like good games, you owe it to yourself to play it. I will do nothing but praise this game. It's fantastic. So yeah, there you go. Silent Hill Downpour. Being the survival horror fan that I am, had to go and pick it up. But it's actually my girlfriend who's been playing through it the entire time. And while she's been playing through it, I've pretty much just been watching, and I'm going to go and pick up from that and on their New Game Plus or whatever the fuck it is that they have afterwards. But watching it, I namely picked this up for two major reasons. One, big time Silent Hill fan, and was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. And two, Razor Fist, my buddy on the 8-Bit podcast, he reviewed it and he praised the living shit out of the game. So I decided that I would go and, well, give it a whirl, because quite frankly, I'd want to go and do something like that. One major complaint I have with the game, I can just say flat out, is this has lots of modern horror movie cliches in it when it comes to like the writing and stuff. That bothers the shit out of me. I mean, it does bug me, and it's one of those things, naturally, just sitting there watching it, I could see a lot of stuff happening. But I will say this, it is better than Homecoming, it is better than Shattered Memories. Debatable, Origins, it's, you know, put it this way, it's better than the past couple Silent Hills that we got. So that much I can most definitely say. I just wish that some of the monster designs were a little scarier or more unique, because they all just look like dirty people. Like a bunch of fucking hobos and people who lived under a bridge are just chasing you down in Silent Hill at random. So that's not that scary, but whenever like the stage starts doing the whole transformation sequence, and you know, it's like, oh shit, run! Well, it's like, it turns into a big fucking like frantic chasing, and it's very cool the way that they go and pull that off. That part I like a whole lot, because your heart's just fucking pounding out of your chest, and you're like, run, 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 oh my god, and you're fucking knocking things down, just hoping that this shit doesn't catch up to you and just basically like fucking consume you. So, yeah, but it's Silent Hill. I need me some more survival horror in my life, and, you know, naturally I'm prepping myself for Resident Evil Revelations, which I went and picked up on a Wii U, because that one's got, like, all sorts of extra versions. So, yeah, get myself in the mood for all that. Huzzah! Now this, I had rented and barely played, and then sent it back and got something else, and was like, you know what, I honestly want to sit down and really give the game a go. Binary Domain. Now, this game, this seems like overall it's a love it or hate it type game. People have either just seriously been like praising the living shit out of it, or like it's so generic, so fucking stupid. We can read the back here. Where does machine end? 20 AD Tokyo, Japan. The Amada Corporation breaks Geneva Code, Clause 21, by creating humanoid robots that believe themselves to be human. These so-called hollow children have infiltrated the human population, blurring the lines between man and machine. Dan Marshall and the Rust crew are tasked to find Amada at all costs. Will the team's human bond be their greatest strength, or will they fall to the machines? Inhumanity. Oh, I'm sorry. Where does machine end and humanity begin? Sorry, I didn't actually read that correctly back there. But anyway, so this game, a lot of people were comparing it to shit like Gears of War and whatnot, so that gives you kind of a vague idea of what's going on with it. But apparently the control is supposed to be really good. To be honest, I don't remember a whole lot from my short-lived experience with it, because it was one of those scenarios where it was like I was playing a bunch of other shit, just kept going to the bottom of the pile over and over again. So then found out it was, 10 bones. Like, fuck it. I can do that. That's not all that bad. So yeah, I want to go and pick it up again, and, well, yay. So yeah, I got Binary Domain. Whenever I get a chance, I will go and play through that. Now, this game is awesome. Tomb Raider. I've been a fan of Tomb Raider since Tomb Raider 1, and I got it on PS1, and I played through it with my brother a whole bunch. As a matter of fact, this, again, we're going and staying true to our fucking passion for the series and whatnot, and to tradition, and we were going and playing through this game as well. And this, you could say it's a revamp, a retelling, a remake, what the fuck ever, but is a fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic. Considering the fact that we went from, way back in the day where she had, Lara Croft had, borderline suicide controls whenever it came to, platforming and making fucking leaps of faith and whatnot, and fucking, pyramid-shaped tits, to this with flawless control. And naturally, she actually looks like a real person now. Holy shit, look at that. That's fucking amazing. But it is a very exciting and just fun game. The only thing I can say is I never tried a multiplayer. Not even once. I didn't give a shit. That's really the truth. It's kind of like the whole Uncharted thing. Love playing through Uncharted. They offer multiplayer. I could give a fuck less. I really could, because I just want to go and raid tombs. I want to find treasure. I want to go on adventures. I want to find secrets. And I just want to adventure about, shoot shit, and it's just a lot of fun. This also has some very, very metal areas in it. I forget the one area, but it's you get dropped down, it's more towards the end of the game, but you get dropped down to this one fucking cavern, and it's nothing but blood and guts and bones and shit. It looks like an incarnation of hell itself, and she's just wading through the blood, and when she stands up out of it and she's just drenched in shit, you get flashbacks of the movie Carrie and stuff. You're expecting her to just fucking go all pyromaniac on everybody and just start catching all shit on fire, but it's very fucking cool. The fucking skull's just floating about. The shooting control in it is a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of the bow and arrow. It started making me think of Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. I'm just picking motherfuckers off left and right. I went and I upgraded the shit out of that. That was the first thing I did. That and the pistol. They're my favorite weapons in the entire game, but I kind of like that with a lot of other things that are if the shooting mechanics are done well, I'm all pistol. Just headshot, 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 headshot. Love that stuff, but it's really good. Extremely good lighting. That's one of the things, because I had looked on the back and I had seen when she had the torch, but, early on in the game, before you can go and actually just create a torch anytime that you want, you had to go and find them. But it's just visually a really great game. The story it's decent. I won't say it's the greatest story in the entire world, but it's pretty damn good. It's better than past Tomb Raider stories, which were laughable 90% of the time. And again, like I said, the control is really good. I like sneaking about and just murking motherfuckers. There's stages that are built primarily to do that, and it's something you can do throughout the entire game. But some of the stage designs are very linear, so it doesn't give you the option to really do anything like that. And you get to use your fucking head meat upstairs and, solve all the puzzles and stuff. And there was a couple that, stumped me for a good bit, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, huh. And then it turns out to be something simple. All the fucking time to sit there, just what? And everybody else should watch and just I don't fucking know. You're the fucking dude playing. You figure it out. And eventually it did, but it's an extremely kick-ass game. You should check it out. It's a lot of fun. If you like Uncharted, you should play this. If you want a really good adventure game or an action game, you should play this. It's just It's awesome. Tomb Raider, I will go and praise the shit out of it because I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Now, I did mention Batman the Brave and the Bold earlier because I was talking about Plastic Man. Well, bam! Look right there! And, oh, look who it is! Right there! Plastic Man! He's being all fucking awesome, fucking Blue Beetle, and... right there! My hammer's of justice! And Aquaman is the shit in this game. And if anybody sits there and keeps talking shit on Aquaman, number one, Batman the Brave and the Bold, watch the show. Aquaman's like one of the coolest characters on there. Number two, the new DC 52 comics. Aquaman is the fucking man. Or just see him in Injustice. He's a fucking monster on there. And what hands down like one of the best characters on there. But this, since I like the show a whole lot, this game's exclusive to the Wii. And I kept on looking at it. And it's like a little side-scrolling game. But here, we'll read the back of it. Superheroes team up, play alongside your friends as Batman or one of his powerful allies, including Blue Beetle, Robin, or call on help of other heroes like the Flash and Aquaman. Adventure abroad, jump, swing, and punch... through wild worlds, I'm sorry. Motherfucker, you can't read words? Get your shit together. Hooked on phonics didn't work for him. Punch through wild worlds including Gotham City, Science Island, London, and the planet Oa. Which, if you don't know, then you need to read more Green Lantern, damn it. It's all about the gadgets. Unlock awesome gadgets such as a jet booster, a belt sword, which the belt sword is really fucking bitchin'. That's just fucking awesome concept. And more, double the trouble. Kick off the fun in the midst of the exhilarating battle, followed by encounters with even bigger and badder villains like Catwoman, Gorilla Grodd, and more. And if you have your Nintendo Wii mode with you, control Batmite in the Wii version by linking it with the DS version. So you got your little Wii mode out and you're playing and all of a sudden, bam! DS, or I think that works with the DSi and DSi XL, I think, maybe? It doesn't exactly say, but I can't imagine that it wouldn't. So, yeah. There you go. It's Batman the Brave and the Bold. I'm excited about playing it. And if you haven't checked out the cartoon, it's sitting on Netflix right now, so you can go watch it on there. I know there's episodes on YouTube and shit, sometimes, if you can find full-length episodes, but put this way, it's not the serious Batman. If you're expecting serious shit, you are going to be absolutely disappointed. But if you want something that's over the top, pretty fucking funny, and just lighthearted, then it's the way to go. I like all Batman-related shit. 60s goofy fucking acid trip, what the fuck ever, wacky Batman, like grim, brooding, angry, just fucking rip shit apart Batman, whatever, it doesn't matter. I like it all because I'm a Batman fan. Donkey Kong Country returns, and you know, it's something that needed to return for a long time. If you had a Super Nintendo back in the day when Donkey Kong Country came out, it was an absolute must-have. Like, the first time I saw it, I was like, I can't believe games look like this. This is so amazing, and especially coming from like Donkey Kong. Like, you know, the Donkey Kong games and Donkey Kong Jr. and shit, and then seeing Donkey Kong Returns, or Donkey Kong Country, sorry. It was just like night and day. Like, holy shit, that is fucking amazing. So we get a return to form, and it isn't done by Rare, but you want to know what? It's done very fucking well. So right here, Donkey Kong returns for an all-new adventure. Jump, swing, and blast your way across Donkey Kong Island in search of Donkey Kong's missing banana horde. And, you know, in the Donkey Kong Country games, it was like a mountain of bananas. It was so fucking crazy. Fucking Cranky Kong be sitting there fucking jamming out and shit. Because he's a bad motherfucker. He's Cranky Kong. He'll do whatever the fuck he wants. Take control of Diddy Kong for 2-player cooperative play. Classic Donkey Kong Country gameplay with exciting new moves. The game's a lot of fun. I got to play this a couple times at my friend Evan's house a long-ass time ago. Unfortunately, he passed away. So, Evan, this one's for you, motherfucker. You're awesome, and I miss you a bunch. But I got to play this with him, and the game was a ton of fun. Me and him had a fucking blast playing it, because like he's a very, very big Nintendo fan, and you know, he got this when it first came out. I was like, oh man, I got to go and pick that up, and you know, I did for the longest time, and I finally got to, and I'm really happy. I did go through some of the stages, but I'm not far in the game whatsoever, but I want to go and like do an entire playthrough on this, because, well, I beat the living shit out of the first 3 Donkey Kong Country games, and man, I haven't played Donkey Kong 64 in a while. I just fucking thought about that. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Maybe I'll have to go through that as well. Too many games, not enough time. Damn you. Damn you 24 hours a day. That's not enough. We need to, like, add, like, 50 hours into one day. So, anyway. Donkey Kong Country returns. If you liked Donkey Kong Country games, then you're retarded for not even wanting to fucking play this. Oh, and also it's coming out for the 3DS. Hey, there you go. See, if you don't want to go on Wii, then go and do that. Now this, I've not gone to play yet because I couldn't afford a copy on GameCube. Pikmin 2! So I got it on Wii. I was like, fuck yeah. And, playing through Pikmin 1, I like that a whole lot. It's like a real-time strategy game, but you don't need like a fucking mouse and keyboard setup, which is amazing that they did it so well. Because whenever I think of like RTS games, when I'm thinking like StarCraft or Command and Conquer or fucking Age of Empires or Majesty or some other random shit, I'm always like, oh yeah, keyboard and mouse. Using anything else, you're a fucking nooblet. What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out. Fuck out. Well, they did a bang-up job with this. Granted, this is a much more scaled-down version by comparison, and also very adventurous, but very fun-ass game, so I want to go and pick up part 2. But seriously, GameCube version goes for, like, stupid amounts of money. It's always, like, fucking $40 and $50 or more dollars. Some insane shit, so I'm glad that they decided that they were going to go and bring this out, despite the fact that the cover is ugly. The whole Nintendo Select thing, I was like, ugh. That's ugly, but it doesn't look bad on the side of it, so I'm happy about that. And naturally, it works with the Wiimote and nunchucks, so you don't have to go and use a classic controller. A tiny explorer on a strange alien world, Captain Olimar must enlist the help of the curious Pikmin creatures to find treasures and save his company from financial ruin. Take your time and explore. There's no time limit, which is fucking nice. Time limits suck dick. Team up or face off in wild 2-player gameplay. And yeah, I never play anything in 2 players, so I won't even fucking know. But I do want to play this whole bunch. I can't wait for part 3, by the way, and also playing through the Pikmin game on Nintendo Land. And I think it's like one of the best things Nintendo Land has to offer. I was just like, dude, I want to play Pikmin so much. So yeah, picked it up. Fuck it. Why not? Now, one of the main reasons I bought a Nintendo DS when it first came out was because of Trauma Center. So I got this one right here, Trauma Center, A New Blood. Not A New Blood, just New Blood. You may not be a doctor, but you can play one on the Wii. Trademark! Exclamation point! That's exciting! Trauma Center, New Blood, put you inside the ER, or the OR, I'm sorry, as I'm having a terrible time with fucking reading today, as doctors Marcus Vaughn and Valerie Blaylock. That bitch has a terrible name. The Wii Remote is your scalpel, forceps, syringe, and more. The award-winning medical drama continues with an infusion of new operations, new player co-op mode, new online rankings, new challenges call for new blood. Have you got what it takes? So this is a sequel to the Trauma Center games that everybody's already gotten to play. Nice thing about it is that, like voice work in this game, from what I've actually seen, is really well done. I like the Trauma Center games a lot, and I always thought, man, that'd be so fucking cool to play on the Wii. So, naturally, Wing got them on the Wii. I also have Trauma Center Second Opinion, so that I had to go and pick up, and I enjoyed that. So I was like, you know what, I'll go and give this a fucking playthrough, and it's Atlas. Atlas, anytime I see that fucking little fucking logo on something, I'm like, it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, got that. But this is going to kick tons of ass. I already know that. I have no question in my fucking mind. May not have played it yet, but I know it's going to fucking kick ass. Now, this was one of the games that came out like whenever the Nintendo Wii had launched, and I looked at it and just didn't have a whole lot of interest in it for the longest time. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, maybe if I see it for cheap, maybe, later. No, I'm getting this instead. Wario Land, shake it! Shake it like a salt shaker. Oh my god, I'm so glad that fucking saying went away. That just, Anyway, treasure yours for the shaking. So, we got Wario shaking the living shit out of stuff. Forget the princess, save the treasure, shake your way to riches. 5 huge continents to explore. Shake the Wii Remote controller for fun and profit. So that's pretty much it. You have your Wii Remote and you just go absolutely fucking nuts. You're like the English nanny who's just like, I've had enough of this little fucking bastard kid. And they're just like, fucking head snaps, and that's really about it. But yeah, Wario Land, shake it. And I've always liked the Wario Land games. They were really kick-ass. I mean, fuck, it's like one of the reasons why you should want to play a Virtual Boy. Wario Land gave you a reason to play Virtual Boy. There you go. So if you've ever played them on a handheld or a console or anything like that, then you already know what to expect. This pretty much is more of the same, except for it has like the shaking of the controller gimmick. That's really about it, but it's nice because you don't actually need the nunchuck or anything, so you just have the fucking controller play it sideways like that, and then just go nuts fucking shaking the ever-loving fuck out of it. So yeah, there you go. Wario Land, shake it. Shake it. Now, going on to Wii U. In this game that I just got done beating not that long ago, Lego City Undercover. And whenever the Nintendo Wii first was, you know, getting talked about and stuff, and they started showing off games for it, this was one of the games that I was excited about. And there's people that will go and scoff and laugh at the idea, like, a Lego game, that shit's for kids. Motherfucker, no it's not. This is something anybody that can pick up and play and enjoy the living shit out of, and this is fun as hell. I thought for the longest time the best Lego game was a DC Lego Batman 2 DC Heroes. I was like, that game is flat out amazing. I mean, you're inside of a Lego version of Gotham City, and it's also ironically the best Superman game. I was like, that shit is the best until I played this. I can genuinely say this is actually better. And also, you know, it's coming out Lego Batman 2 DC Heroes. That's going to be coming out on the Wii U, so that's fucking awesome. But this right here, you have this big, vast open world, and you get to play as Chase McCain, which I can say is probably one of the funniest characters in video game history. This game, like, it makes me happy because it is extremely amusing. Like, I always thought, Tokyo Beatdown was one of the funniest games that I ever played, and Kenka Bancha Badass Rumble on PSP, that was also one of the funniest games I ever played, and Conker's Bad Fur Day. Well, I'll go and put this on the list as well as funny-ass games. It's just got a lot of genuine humor in it, and it doesn't have to get risque with it or over the top. It's just a genuinely well-written game. You know, even if you're not, like, fucking laughing out loud and stuff like that and fucking holding your sides and shit, it brings a nice smile to your face. But this follows the Lego tradition where, you know, every area that you go to, you switch between different abilities to go and traverse throughout the entire stage and complete your objectives and whatnot, and you unlock them over the course of time. But considering how big this game is, I beat the game even while looking for secrets and collectibles and stuff like that. Only 37% complete, or no, 38%, I'm sorry. 38% complete with the entire game so far. I was like, holy shit. And, you know, on Miiverse, like, I had updated stuff on there, just finding, like, all the Super Mario Brothers stuff that they had hidden throughout, like the big-ass star, the coin block. You can get Mario's hat in it. And you can even run around. There's the one thing that you can get, which is like a firefighter, and you have this little water pump and stuff. You can run around, put out fires and stuff. Well, if you put on Mario hat, this one outfit, and you're using that, it's like Super Mario Sunshine. That shit's fucking awesome right there. That kicks tons of ass. But it's really kick-ass games. Tons of secrets, tons of stuff to do, and it's really humorous. Controls well, and you're gonna go and throw a lot of time into this. I assure you, 100%. Absolutely fucking worth it. It was like it was seriously $50 at Best Buy. I was out there, saw it, and I got to go halfers on the game, so it was only $25 for me. And I was just like, okay, that's a fucking must. So yeah, absolutely fucking awesome. If you own a Wii U and you have not gotten this, get it. If you're thinking about getting a Wii U and you're wondering what games to get, this. Now, speaking of being at Best Buy, the same day that I was out there, they had this on sale for $20. Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. Now, I already have Arkham City, but I wanted to get the Game of the Year Edition. Well, this is the Game of the Year Edition, but with the exclusive Nintendo Wii U features. So, I'm going to read on the back here. No escape from Arkham City's sprawling mega prison in the heart of Gotham City, home to its most violent thugs and infamous super villains. With the lives of innocent civilians at stake, only one man can save them and bring justice. Justice! To the streets, Batman. So, reimagined gadgets, engineered specifically to harness the power of the Wii U gamepad. I'll be honest, most of the exclusive features on the Wii U, I don't think are all that big of a deal whatsoever. I'm fine with how the game plays already. The only thing that I thought was somewhat interesting was the armored suit for Batman and Catwoman that has like the electric abilities, which kind of reminds me of the shit that Nightwing has. So I was like, that's kind of cool. It's just built right into Gauntlets, and he's just fucking up people. He's like Electro and shit. Alright, whatever. But I talked about Batman Arkham Asylum, and I said there was only one superhero game that was better than that. And for anybody who's like, Batman isn't a superhero, he's fucking Batman. If you say he doesn't have superpowers, he does. It's a superpower of being the goddamn Batman. Fuck you. So there, take that. Put down your pipe and smoke it. But it's Batman. Look at that face right there. He's just like, what the fuck did he say, criminal scum? No superpowers. Murr. So, it is. It's Batman. The game is a ton of fucking fun. And, you know, $20 for, like, this, that's absolutely fine. Well worth it to me. So, I will go and give this game another playthrough. Who knows? Maybe do a Let's Play of it or something, because it's been a while since I played it. And, you know, I had unboxed, like, the fucking Super Primo edition, like, the night that it came out. I was all excited and stuff. And it was really cool because of Batman statues. So, yeah, now I can play with all the additional content that they had. And it's on the disc! No fucking DLC codes or anything. How nice. So, yeah, there you go. Complete fucking game. That kicks ass. Warriors 3 Orochi Hyper. If you like the Dynasty Warriors games, there you go. Hey, Dynasty Warriors is pretty much stuck with the same exact tried and true formula. Just run around and kill tons of mindless enemies by the hundreds and even thousands. And for some reason, despite the fact that repetition is the name of the game and, you know, you're doing the same shit all the time and it genuinely is really repetitive, it's still really fun. I cannot explain why. I think it's really fun. You know, the regular Dynasty Warriors games, the Samurai Warriors games, the Gundam ones were really fucking kick-ass, especially like if you're a fan of the anime. It was like, oh my god, this is so fucking cool, I can't believe this, well done, fucking kill them all. But, you know, naturally it's all about Epion. Bitch, Epion in the house! So, but this was one of those things I want to go and pick up because I haven't played a Dynasty Warriors game in a really long time, like an actual just straight up Dynasty Warriors game. And I know that they released tons and tons of them, but they kind of just like end up going over my head and just like crash landing somewhere else. It's not because I don't dislike the games, just, you know, other shit takes precedence over them. But I saw this sitting in the store, again, it was dirt ass fucking cheap. I was just like, okay, it's $15 for a fucking new game, whatever, okay, went and picked it up, KOE, let's fucking do this shit. And it's got a big-ass fucking list of characters, more than 130 playable characters, including a few newcomers to the Warrior series, such as Shinong and Ninja Gaiden's, I cannot fucking pronounce that name for the life of me, but whatever. So, travel back to the past, and that's pretty much like the main thing that they're trying to do is, like, everything is pretty much doomed and life as they know it is like at the brink of extinction. And they're just like, oh man, humanity's pretty fucked. Where did we go wrong? And, you know, somebody comes along and it's like, hey, you know what, I can actually get you back to the past and you can start undoing all these events. So then you start unlocking a bunch of characters and then all those characters you can go and play us through the various stages and they're in the little pass and stuff. And it's a lot to do. It's pretty fucking gargantuan, but it is a really fun game, and this goes like outside the realm of just like the basic, you know, soldiers that you go and fight and bosses. You know, there's like monsters and shit, and so it's pretty damn cool. But again, if you know the Dynasty Warriors formula, then you already know what to expect from this, so there's not a whole lot to say about that. Now, this right here I was going to include in a future comic book pickup episode, but I thought I would also talk about it briefly on here. I'll talk about it more in detail whenever I do the comic book video. But a while ago I had talked about the Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man were going to have a crossover, which I thought was fucking awesome when I heard it. I was like, oh, fucking absolute retro boner. And I was like, sorry about the ceiling and stuff, I'll fix that. But, you know, I was like, I can't believe they're having crossover comics. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Dr. Robotnik and Dr. Wily together, which makes a lot of sense because they're a lot alike. And Mega Man and the Blue Bomber, I'm like, Mega Man and the Blue Bomber, Mega Man who is the Blue Bomber, and Sonic the Hedgehog, the Blue Blur. I'm like, dude, look at that! And it's like little Marvel vs. Capcom set up there on the cover. So, let's see. And it's from Archie Comics, if you're wondering, by the way. Now, you might see a whole lot of these here. This one is actually a Batman comic, so obviously that is not going to be part of it. But let me see here. I'm trying to find... Okay. So, part 1 and part 2. So, issue 1 and issue 2 right there. And you might be wondering, well, what are all the other ones? Well, these are all variants, and if you aren't up to speed on what the fuck is a variant, it's pretty much just a different cover, that's it, but they produce them in much lesser quantities, so they're more sought after, and because this is something I really gave a shit about, I decided that I'd go and get all the variants too. So this one right here is Team Mega Man variant and Team Sonic variant. So each, you know, obviously depicting their respective characters. And this one right here is the variant for issue 2, and it's the Rivals variant. So you have Knuckles and you have Proto Man on the cover of that. And I thought it was really cool. So far I've gone to read through issue 1. And, you know, again, I'll talk about it in much more detail whenever I do the comic book video, but it is good. I'll say that much. If you like the stories, if you like the characters or anything like that, these are really good and definitely worth picking up. And so far, they're only up to issue 2. I don't know when issues 3, 4, and 5, and 6 come out, but this is going to be a 12-part series. So it's going to be going on for a decent bit, but yeah, very fucking kick-ass, very happy that stuff came out. I was extremely excited, so yeah, had to go and have those. So yeah, lots of modern gen shit, so I hope that you enjoyed this part. So yeah, this is part 1 with all the modern stuff from this era in gaming and stuff like that. So I guess, you know, I'll have part 2 uploaded so you can go and check that as well. Either leave a link here or make a video response to this one, or what the fuck ever, it doesn't matter. You can always just click on my channel and be like, oh, there it is, and then click on, so there you go. But either way, thank you for going and tuning in to another wacky episode of Video Game Pickups and Stuff with yours truly, Alpha Mega Sin. So check out part 2, like I said, with all the retro gaming stuff, because it's all there, and it's a fucking lot, because it's been a long ass time since I did a pickups, and I've accumulated a lot of shit, and yeah, the retro gaming shit is fucking awesome. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, this is Alpha Mega Sin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.